Hello, welcome to my Toy Story 4 review, where I will be reviewing Toy Story 4 in a, Toy Story 4 video, where I review Toy Story 4. Wow, that was a mouthful. I want to do a little bit different of a format for this video. I will not be doing a face cam video. I feel they are kind of boring to watch, and I think it'd be more entertaining to watch a little bit of the trailers and whatnot while I have a voiceover. Anyways, to the movie, I've been received some criticism regarding my reviews, well-received constructive criticism involving I tend to review movies, and I decided to wait a weekend before I review Toy Story. That way I don't just simply summarize the movie, so I've had some time to gather my thoughts, my feelings for the movie, and I wanted to convey them in a very honest and organized manner, which I feel I need to work on. But anyways, so I thought this movie was incredible. I thought it was better than 2, 3. Probably, I think it was better than 4 due to the animation, due to the story, due to the character development, and I really thought Toy Story 3 ended perfectly. I think we all did. And now that I've seen Toy Story 4, I don't think that Toy Story 3 gave me the ending I wanted. Now that I think about it, Toy Story, and this is a spoiler review. I'll have the word spoiler in title in case I spoiled anything prior to this. But the way this movie ended with Woody coming to terms with his role with Forky as a father in a way, and the fact that not everyone's Andy. What was the little girl's? The Bonnie. Bonnie, his new owner. Bonnie locked him in a closet for a few days. Wasn't his favorite toy anymore, and he felt like an outcast, and understandably so. And he still tried to take that leader role, even though he wasn't in that leader role anymore. And I think Woody handled that situation like Woody would have, not very immaturely. Not, he didn't brush it off. He was visibly upset, but he had a way of showing it while he was hiding it all at the same time. Now, I do think that the way emotionally, I felt bad for him, but I do want my rated R version of Toy Story 4. I want all the fighting and what. No, I'm just kidding. But I really did like. I did feel emotionally attached to Woody throughout the movie, and I was watching Chris Duckman's review on Toy Story 4, and he had a lot to say that I agree with, in the sense of I really thought coming into this movie I was going to walk away disappointed. I thought Forky was going to be a very annoying character, and I'm pleased to report he wasn't. He was actually a very compelling, a very somber character who wasn't in the movie as much as I thought it would be. I mean, he was in the movie a decent amount, but not nearly as much as Woody, or as Bo Peep, or as, I believe, Key and Peele. Bunny and I can't remember the other animals, any other stuffed animal's name. I think they were in the movie a little bit more, unless I'm mistaken. But this movie was actually pretty short, or felt pretty short, but in a good way. It got its message across, and I really liked the villain doll chick. I forgot her name, but speaking of which, that unicorn in the car, and who was like, he really wanted Dad to go to jail, and he took the pedal and nearly ran over some kids in that circus. I really think Chucky could exist in that same universe, which is very coincidental considering the new Child's Play movie came out the same weekend as Toy Story. So, moving on, I really liked like I said previously, the animation has the rain. Chris Duckman also pointed this out, but the rain in the beginning of the movie was so incredible, and the way the animation has changed from just the attention to detail on like the porcelain look on Bo Peep to the fur on the cat. It was just incredible and really fun to watch, and I really did feel like this did conclude part of my childhood. I mean, Game of Thrones I didn't get into until well into my teenage years. I grew up with How to Train Your Dragon, and I still haven't seen the third one, and I really want to. I just haven't found the time. Avengers just came to an end, or at least this phase 3 of it. How to Train Your Dragon, I said. Toy Story, Star Wars is ending, It's ending. I didn't really grow up with it, but comes out on my my birthday, so that's kind of cool. But there's just a lot of things this year that have just slowly been coming to an end, and I think Toy Story was the biggest, considering I remember watching Toy Story 1 when I was a kid, and I believe I didn't watch it in theaters. It came out in '98, I believe is when it came out. But I remember watching Toy Story 3 in theaters, and maybe Toy Story. No, I didn't watch Toy Story 2 in theaters. No, I don't think I did. I think it was far too young for that. But I I just think that the animation has come a long way, and I found myself really enjoying the movie. I found it was just, you can enjoy something. Like say my movie reviews. Me enjoy what I have to say, but you probably don't enjoy staring at me for 7 to 8 minutes. And I think that looking at something fun, looking at something good, just like a video game, just like a YouTube video, is very critical and very important for a work of art. And I think that Toy Story really has improved and really hit the limit on their animation for this year. I don't think anyone's going to be able to top animation. This form of animation in a while, because I haven't seen Into the can't English. I have not seen Into the Spider-Verse yet, but I heard that that animation was incredible, and I feel disappointed in myself that I haven't seen it yet, but I'm working on that as well. Okay, some things I did not like, in the beginning of the movie, you see Woody saying goodbye to Bo Peep. And I love the scene, don't get me wrong, but as soon as that scene ended, as soon as Woody decided not to go with Bo Peep, I knew right away that the poster for Toy Story 4, where Woody's tipping his hat, spoiled the whole movie for me. I knew at the end of the movie he was going to run away with Bo Peep. I knew that somehow, some way, Woody was going to leave everyone behind and say goodbye. And although I disliked that aspect, at the end I did tear up a little bit when Buzz Lightyear and Woody said to infinity and beyond. And I thought, it wasn't that emotional. I mean, yeah, he was saying goodbye, but like I said, they're saying goodbye to not just this movie franchise, but to, my childhood. And I'm still a teenager, and I recognize I'm still technically a child, but me growing up, that was a big part of my childhood, and I recognize that as an important part of growing up, as movies and characters you love and are attached to. And I really, well, quite frankly, it did tear me up, and that's all I really have to say about that. Something else, my friend who I saw this movie with, they said this movie, although its intended audience is for kids, the real audience is us, the people who grew up with Toy Story, and I think that sums up this movie quite well. If I had to give this movie a rating, I'd easily give it a 10 out of 10. Is it a 10 out of 10 movie? Maybe not, but it was a 10 out of 10 for me. I walked away very satisfied. I thought this movie was going to be a cash grab, but it wasn't. It was a very satisfying conclusion to Toy Story. I think it's the conclusion, unless they pull another fast one on us. But those are my first, big thoughts on Toy Story. I hope I didn't just summarize it. I hope I just gave a few of my thoughts on it. As like with every review, as soon as I bid my farewell to all of you, I feel like I'm going to remember something that I should have mentioned. Keanu Reeves, Key and Peele were great in the movie. Absolutely loved them. Those characters didn't get annoying at all. They were very funny. And once again, my friend also said that anytime I do something stupid, they're going to start saying, see, this is what I'm talking about, bunny. And that was a great scene. I found myself enjoying. I found myself laughing quite a bit, which is surprising for a kids movie. And I don't just mean a kids movie, I mean like a rated G movie. And so the comedy was spot on. There was never a joke that didn't stick or didn't land for me. I love the dolls. I love the motivation behind the villain. They weren't just the same thing as Toy Story 1, 2, 3. It was its own thing, own story. I think that's I've said everything major that I wanted to convey. But thanks for watching my review for Toy Story 4. I hope I reviewed the movie rather than summarizing it. I know I said this again, but I'd like to reiterate that point. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you watch till the end, or at least some of it. Anything really helps me out. I don't get paid for these. I just do them for fun. So I appreciate whether you watch for a second, whether you clicked on this video on accident. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop by my channel, to visit, to listen to what I have to say, to see what I have to do. And thank you guys. So this is my review for Toy Story 4, and I will see you guys in the next movie review. Thank you. Oh, please subscribe and like. That's also very important. Please share, subscribe, and like. Thank you.